Hello everyone. So here I am back with another audio session. In last audio session, I talked about service to the master. How and why is it so important to do the seva, as they call it, or service for the master? So in this session, I will talk about general things. Whatever will come into my mind, I will be talking about those things. So yeah, I will talk about love in this session. We use this word very commonly. I love you, I love this thing, I love that thing, he loves me, etc. We use it in very common, parlance. Very commonly, we use this sentence, this particular word, love. Uh, but to get the real gist of love, what is love? Uh, Very few people get into it. Uh, I can give example of Indian historical fables, as they call it. Laila Majnu is there, then Heer Ranja is there, Mirza Sahiba, and all these North Indian couples where one or both died in while they fell in love for each other. So I'm talking about that kind of love where you forget yourself and all you think of, or all you become the beloved. You have no, you don't, you lose your own identity, you become your beloved totally. So so for that you have to surrender yourself. Your ego should surrender, then only love can happen. So to develop that kind of love is not easy. You can develop, at least I think every human being who goes into teens or maybe into 20s definitely fall for somebody in their life. May not be the first person, second person, but at least somebody somewhere definitely feel the true vibes of love. So but to maintain that vibes of love over a period of time, it becomes difficult, and we get all kind of problems like couple fight with each other, and they don't stay long enough with each other. So that is, love is the fundamental force behind unification. While mind divides the whole into pieces and then understands it piece by piece. But love unites. Everybody, who falls in love wants to get merged in with the beloved. So that is the thing. A bit difficult to explain, but people who fall in love, they think all the time of their beloved, and they have no other feelings. They don't care about the world, what world thinks of them, and they are simply mad in love. Now, to say, I will give an example. Say a rich person falls madly in love with a poor girl. Even there are many movies around this concept, but just think of it. A rich person falls for a poor girl and he's madly in love with that girl. Now, that girl, should she worry about mundane things of life? I want this, I want that, because his beloved is in his knees. He wants to make her happy all the time. So that is the kind of relationship one should develop with God. You should make God fall for you. Of course, you love the God. Everybody says that I love God and this and that. But if you can make God fall for you. The whole world is yours. So you ask anything, and he will provide. But condition is that love should be pure. There should be no malice in it. There should be no impurity in it. And so since whole thing is set up by God, and from end to end, he can change the past, he can change the future, he can change the present according to your own convenience and whatever you looking for. So I also, they say that love is God, God is love. That is exactly very true thing, but very few realize it. And I again say that Sant Mat is very fundamental thing in Sant Mat is love only. If you can love God, you don't need to do anything else. And you can love God, of course you can love God, everybody can say I love God, but making it practically realizable in your own heart. Your heart should skip a beat, just like say a man sees a beautiful woman, and he feels some sensation in his heart, that kind of thing. If you can develop that kind of thing for God, who is invisible, of course. So if you can develop that kind of feeling for God, of course reply will be there from the God. And once you make God fall for you, the whole world is yours. Not whole world, whole universe is yours. You don't need to do anything extra. No need for meditation, no need for all those spiritual practices and all those things. It's a very simple concept, uh, but not easily realizable. To realize it, one have to go through a lot of hardships, and all those mental work of meditation, and toiling with the mind, and you know truth come bit by bit, not all at once. So once when finally realizes that there is no point utilizing mind itself to love the God, because mind can't love. It is a barrier between you and God. So all those exercises, all those meditations, all those self inquiry concepts and everything is to realize that mind is the actual culprit which is blocking the unification with God. So once that gets away between you and God, so you fall in love with God. So in Sant Mat, to begin with, it's not easy to fall for a God. You need some reference point, with whom you can relate, and who can really make you feel love in their heart. For then such a person should such a person who can make you feel God's love in your heart. So such a person is like they call Puran Satguru or a perfect living master. Such a person can make you feel something which is beyond this physical realm. And once you feel that, truth takes over, your seeking takes over, and you are put on a right path. You actually, we say that we will do our effort and reach God or some other such kind or some other realm, but actually it's other way around. Somebody is pulling you from upside, because you were a marked soul. So such a person, perfect living master, will come into your life. You will get attracted by his speech initially, then you get to know him more, and as you get to know more and more about such a person, you develop love for that person. And So here I will also caution that to attach with the guru too much is also counterproductive. At certain point, one has to switch from God for love for guru to the love for the supreme. That is very secret thing in Sant Mat. Not many people have spoken about it. But that is the thing. In Sant Mat, people do all the time guru, guru, my guru is this, my guru is that. That is okay. Guru is all pervasive, I know. But if you will stick to the physical form of the guru, that is of no use. If you stick to the physical form of the guru, you will also remain in the physical realm only. So either you transcend the boundaries of physical realm through meditation, like you go into astral and causal, and not many people are able to do it, and they find it difficult. So that is not the, I will not say it is not right way, but it's not a recommended way as far as my advice is concerned. Right from the first step, develop the love for, you can't develop, it will automatically develop in your heart. Once you develop the love for your guru or your master, uh, then you need to convert that love into the love for the supreme. And believe me, it's not easy thing, it's a very difficult thing. It will happen only if supreme himself wants this thing to happen. And there are a lot of writings about this matter in our Indian Sant Mat literature, how to do it and why why it works like that. uh, because only thing you can make a god change his will is through love only. If the god is in your love, you can ask him anything and he can do it for you. There is nothing he can't do. Everything is possible for him. And so I that was one of the reason why love is emphasized so much, and why love is called god. God is love and love is god. So love is all pervasive in the universe. And so somebody who want to transcend the boundary of mind has to take the ladder of love. And so that is the thing. So other thing I will talking about was civilizations, other civilizations, and all those things. And they have also realized love is the thing which can take you to the higher dimensions. You can assume that God is sitting at 93rd dimension, occupying all the 93 dimensions. And step by step, you go from one dimension to the other dimension. And so, if you don't have love for God, you can't do that. Love is the central thing there also. So, those civilizations develop the concept of love and are very advanced in that. And in our earthly realms, love is still not that much pervasive. We fight among ourselves, and we fight for various reasons. Yeah, it's very simple thing. Even if we sit calmly and think about it, what we are doing, we are just fooling us ourselves around. We have made our own little islands, and this is mine, this is mine, and that is yours, and like that. What's the use of it for all these material things? What's the use of it? No use actually. And in this way, we impede the progress of every other individuals also. We have divided ourselves into the various gods and all these things. I have said earlier also, no god of any religion has transcended the mind. All those things, all those gods are subject to mind. This thing has been elaborated by Kabir Sahib also, and then Swamiji, Seth Shivdayal, who initiated the Raswami movement, also spoke about this thing. And keep the love as the central theme of your life. when every human being feel love for uh, that God, automatic improvement in every automatic improvement in civilization will happen. That is for sure. But we are too occupied by the mind, and once we are occupied by mind, we see wars, we see fights, and all those things. So that was the one of the messages I wanted to give in this session. You can't force love. That I also understand. You can't force love. If I say love the God and love this, love that, you can't do that, because when you will try to do it, you will be trying using your mind. So that's where the grace of the supreme being comes, and such a grace has been granted to human beings, and once that starts flowing, improvement in the human civilization is bound to come, and it has already been started in background. We may not feel it, but it has already been started, and so things will be improving day by day, and so that is the thing. So that's it I want to talk about today. I will talk about some other topic maybe in next few couple of days. Thank you. Bye.